Hello everyone, welcome back. So this is going to be the final video of our authentication module. And in this video, we are just going to do some final touches to get all of the authentication logic actually completed. So what I'm going to do is that inside of our pages, I'm going to create a new file, and I'm just going to call our homepage.dart. So this is going to be the page that we are going to move to once we actually have our user authenticated inside of the application. And then from here on onwards, we would have the ability to actually start a chat or search users and stuff like that. Then what I'm going to do is that I'm going to import the Flutter material library, and I'm going to create a class homepage, which is going to extend stateful widget. I'm going to create the create state method inside of here, and I'm going to remove the comment. Once that is done, I'm going to create another class, which would be the corresponding state class for our homepage state. And it'll be homepage state, and it's going to extend state of type homepage. And then inside of here, we'll have the actual build method. And then I'm just going to remove the comment from here too. And I'm going to do Alt-Shift-F command save. So once we have this, what I'm going to do is that inside of our create state method, I'm going to return an instance of our homepage state. And inside of our homepage state build method, I'm going to return a scaffold. Then what I'm going to do is that for our scaffold, I am going to define the background color of our scaffold. So if you want to see the properties that you can set or you have access to, you can do Control space, and this should show you the properties. And if you haven't entered anything, then it'll show you all of the stuff. And then the background color, and then I'm going to do theme.off context and then dot background color. And then after this, I'm going to do Alt-Shift-F command save. Once we have this, the next thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to define the app bar for our application. And the app bar just refers to the top bar of the application, or for a more visual representation, what we can do is that we can actually first navigate to our home page. So for that, what we can do is that we can go to our main.dart file first, and then we can define a new route, and this route is going to be home. And then this is going to be a function which gets passed in the build context. And then for here, we'll define a home page. And then you'll also have to import the home page. So all you would have to do is that you would have to do import /pages homepage. And then I'll remove the actual home page, import that IntelliSense audit automatically, and do command save. So once we have this, the next thing I'm going to do is that I am going to go to our auth provider. And then inside of our auth provider, where we have the logic for navigate to homepage, we'll actually navigate to our homepage. So all we would have to do for that is that we are going to access our navigation service. So navigation service dot instance, and then we'll navigate to route or navigate to. And in this case, we are going to use a replacement, because once our user is authenticated, we want to completely remove the login or registration page. So we are going to use navigate to replacement, and this will replace the page that we are on with the new page that we want to go to. And the new route that we want to go to is our home route, which we just defined. So I'm just going to do command save. I'm also going to remove this display an error comment, because we do display an error. And inside of here, I'm also going to set our user to null, and then do command save. After that, inside of our register user with email and password, we'll also copy this navigate replacement line of code. And after we go back to our login page, we are going to go back, or we are going to navigate to our home. And then I'm going to remove the navigate to home page comment, and then do command save. So now with that, we have updated the logic so that once we actually authenticate our user, or we actually have created our user, we would then navigate to our home page. So now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to create another user inside of Firebase, and I'm going to first select an image for a user. So I'm going to, the image I'm going to select is going to be this one, I guess. And then inside of here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to input the user's name. So this user, the name could be James Dean. And then the email could be james.dean@gmail.com. And then the password would be test123. And then we'll click on register. And this should hopefully take us to our homepage. So now that we are on our homepage, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to create the actual top bar for our homepage, which in Flutter we call the app bar. So inside of our scaffold, we'll have an app bar property, and inside of here, we'll define the app bar. So I'll create a new app bar. And then I'm going to define some properties for our app bar. So the first one is going to be the title of our app bar. And the title is just going to be a text widget, and it'll be Chatify, or the name of our application. And then comma, just to reformat the code, and command save, and hopefully the top bar should show up. The next thing I'm going to do is that for our app bar, I'm going to change the text theme. So for that, I'm going to do text theme. Okay, and then the text theme is going to be a new text theme object. Inside of here, we'll have the title, which would be of type text style. And then we'll have the font size. And the font size is going to be 16. And then I'm just going to add the trailing commas and do Alt-Shift-F command save. And finally, the last thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to change the background color of our app bar. And the background color is going to be the theme.off and then context.background color, and then Alt-Shift-F command save. And this should hopefully change the color of our top bar. So with that, I'm going to end this video here. We have successfully created our homepage, and we have also completed all of the logic of our application related to actually authenticating our user, which is either logging him in or creating the user. So now with this, we're ready to move to the next section of building our chat application, which is actually understanding how we're going to structure all of the data inside of Firebase. So with that, we are ready to move on to the next section of completing our Flutter and Firebase powered chat application.